What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video here on Picking Texas. This week, I'm going to go back to Retro Madness, but I'm going to go to the store in Bedford. So let's go ahead and jump into that footage and see what I find. All right, guys, we are back here in the game room, and this is the stuff I picked up from Retro Madness with the credit I got from trading in all of those pops. I didn't get any games. I did get some figures to put on my shelf back here. When I was a kid, my favorite cartoon when I watched when I was younger was He-Man, and I was a huge He-Man fan. I had the Castle Grayskull, I had Snake Mountain, I had all the figures, and I wish I still had them because all those vintage stuff is worth a bunch of money now. But anyway, they a couple years ago there on Netflix there was a new He-Man called He-Man Masters of the Universe Revelations, and they released some figures, and I like the way they look. Actually, that Castle Grayskull I found a while back at the Goodwill that I did a video on, and that had came with the Skeletor and the He-Man figures, and both of those figures were from that line. And I really liked the look of those figures, and I actually watched the show, and the show was pretty good. I know it got a lot of hate, but I thought it was pretty solid. But anyway, I picked up some figures from that line. Um, I got a Manny Faces. Sorry, this ring light's causing some glare over here. Spycore, Stinkor, Mossman, Scareglow, an Evil Lyn, and a Trapjaw. So I got all of those, and I still have like $400 store credit. So I mean, pretty solid deal. Um, I picked up a couple others off of eBay that I have coming. I have a Man at Arms coming. I have a Triclops coming. I have a Roboto coming, and a Too Bad from the new Eternia series, which I think they look just like the same style and the same scale. I know there's another season of Revelations coming, and I don't know if that's called New Eternia, but there's some of the figures from this series and that mixed, and they look to be the same, so I'm going to fill them in. All right, so now I did pick up some games this week. Nothing too crazy. I picked up a reshelled Game Boy Color. I like the smoke and the neon yellow buttons on it. The screen's not backlit. I probably will try to do a backlit screen at some point, but I'm not really worried about it for now. I had an original Game Boy when I was younger. I never had the color. And there was a few games that I really enjoyed. One of them I really enjoyed was Zelda's Link's Awakening DX. Or actually, it was just Link's Awakening. It wasn't DX till it came to the Game Boy Color. But this one I have played. This is the only handheld Zelda game I have ever played. I really enjoyed it. I liked the when they ported it over to the Switch. I was a little disappointed. I didn't really like the cartoony look of it, but the gameplay was still the same, and I liked it. So I figured I'd pick up a DX copy since I got a Game Boy Color. Now these two I have not ever played, but since they're Zelda games, I figured I'd go ahead and get them since that's my favorite game franchise. I got Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons. Both in really good condition, clean carts. The batteries are good on all of these games so far. The save states still work, but if they ever get to that point, I can swap the batteries. It's not a big deal. It's just the smallest amount of soldering. So those will be going into the collection. Then I also got a copy of Super Mario World. Super Mario Land for the Game Boy. I love this game. It's relatively short. I mean, I think you can beat it in about 30 minutes. It's not a very long game, but I just like it a lot. And it comes with the box and the instructions. So I mean, I think I paid $26 for this and that. I mean, this usually goes for about 20 by itself. So to pay an extra $6 to get the box and the instructions was a no-brainer. These I paid like 80 for the pair, which they usually go for about 50 a piece. So I got a little bit of a discount there, and I think I paid like 25 for this. Um, there are a few other games I want to get. Um, Unfortunately, the Retro Madnesses right now they got some Game Boy games, but they really have anything I was interested in. I really want to get Tetris because that's what came with the Game Boy when it launched, and that's what I had the launch set. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a copy of Tetris. It's a relatively cheap game. It's like 10, $15. So they just didn't have any. But I'll keep checking. Like I said, I still got like almost $400. I think I have 370 store credit still. So that's plenty of time to find other stuff. And they got 3 locations total. So I've been to 2 of them now. I still need to hit up the Arlington store, but maybe another time for that. But I think that's I'm gonna end it for this week, guys. That's all I got. Got all these He-Man figures, and those will be going on the shelf back here. One of these, this shelf or the top shelf. I'm not sure which one. I'm gonna do a little He-Man display. Unfortunately, the Castle Grayskull will not fit. I tried to fit it on the top shelf, and it's just a little too tall, and it hits the ceiling. But anyway, guys, that's all I got for this video. Hope you liked it. Please like, share, and subscribe if you're into this type of thing. I hit 200 subs this week, so I'm excited about that. Thank you to everybody who has subbed and watched this stuff. I know it's kind of stupid little videos, going out looking for video games and figures and whatever, but I don't know, I enjoy it. And so thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch it and share it, like it. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. I love all of you, and we'll see you next time. There's always that next pick.